In this video, we're doing another mass unboxing, September edition. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and click the bell icon to find out more about my smart tech and how you can build yourself the ultimate smart home. Hi, I'm Will from Real Surridge Tech, and today we're going to do another mass unboxing. Now I've got a selection of parcels here, all of which were given to me for free, but my opinions are of course my own. So let's get going. First of all, we have these two boxes. Now they came together, not sure what's in them. A VACOS Camera SE. 100% wire-free, AI and PIR detection to provide the most accurate alerts, night vision, 1080p, works with she who shall not be named apparently. And in the box, quite a nice box, a very soft finish. We've got the camera itself in some unnecessary plastic. Let's not destroy the planet. And we've got a box of goodies, and in the box of goodies, sticker, mounting template, manual, a mounting threaded screwy thing, plastic, feels a bit cheap. We've also got a mounting ball thing, so you can mount that and then that just sits on top and then that magnetically clips in the back. We've got a micro USB cable and we've got some mounting hardware. Camera itself looks quite nice. It's got a decent enough weight to it. It's got micro USB port on the bottom, power button on the back. There doesn't seem to be any form of SD slot. Now in the other box from VACOS, we have a solar panel. Again, nice card packaging, simple user manual. The panel itself with a nice long micro USB cable and some kind of rubbery stuff to keep the waterproof seal. Doesn't come with anything else. Thank God. And it comes with some mounting screws and a metal mounting arm. So interesting that the camera comes with a plastic, light, cheap feeling one, and the solar panel comes with a metal one. Other than that, nice solar panel. Very nice. Happy days. The VACOS camera seems like a good camera as well. It does have internal storage. My only issue with it is the video feed doesn't seem to load on the app. I'll get a notification saying motion has been detected, and that happens within a reasonable time, but then I click on it and the video feed just fails to load. So all in all, unfortunately useless, but that could just be me. Next up, we have a rather big package, and it's kind of obvious what it is because it says so on the side. This is a floor standing humidifier. I'm not sure quite how this is going to work on camera. So in it, we get an instruction manual and a little IR remote, which has got power, humidity, min-max, timer, UV and sleep. Sponge. And I suppose we have to get the whole thing out. so ditch the unnecessary plastic, and we have a humidifier. It looks like it's got a massive water tank in it. Very temperamental looking cable situation coming out the back. This looks like it might be a humidity sensor, maybe, and then a power cable. Well, that's that. I suppose we better try it out. It doesn't look smart in any way. I could use a broad link to make it smart, but there we go, a giant humidifier. Okay, so this humidifier, I don't really know what to say. It is a good humidifier. It's got a huge water tank. The IR remote is fine. It does actually have the same IR commands as my HDMI switcher, so when I'm trying to switch inputs, it'll make the humidifier go a bit crazy, which is entertaining. It's got some good settings, some good modes. It takes essential oils very well and diffuses them, and it smells nice, which is good. But it's not smart, which is odd because when you turn it on, a little light pops up saying Wi-Fi. So maybe there's a more advanced model that has Wi-Fi capabilities, but this one definitely doesn't. I opened it up and tried to have a look on the inside and there was nothing smart about it, unfortunately. In the next box, quite a big box, quite a funny shaped box. Curious to see what's in here. Once I've packed its pieces. In here we have got some light bulbs. So, that is some light bulbs. The light bulbs are from ZEMISMART. We've got 3 big G95 ones. Ooh, interesting. Which look very nice, and in fact, will replace the ones I've got in above my dining room table, so that's very nice. And we've also got some G10 colour ZIGBEE bulbs. Cute little things. Small. The little colour ZIGBEE bulbs, if you didn't know, are tall, so they don't actually fit in normal light units. So I'm hoping these little ones will. Very nice. The ZEMISMART bulbs are great. They're really nice. The G95, the big glow bulbs, are very pretty. They dim very well. They are slightly dimmer than non-smart equivalents, but they're gorgeous bulbs. The GU10s are equally good. They're very bright in white mode. They go slightly dimmer in the color mode, but not as dim as some other examples out there. The only funny thing about them is their pairing mode. When you put them into pairing mode, they'll like pulse 3 times and then just go solid. Usually you'd expect the light bulb to pulse or to flash until it's paired to show that it's still in pairing mode. But this one doesn't, and you've kind of got to get into pairing mode and discover it quickly, otherwise it won't work for some reason. But that's just a niche thing. Once it's up and running, it is great. Right, so next up we have a box. And in this box, we have some bubble wrap. In the bubble wrap, we have Neo by Light Me, an HDMI sync box and lighting kits. So this is basically an AMBILIGHT system. So if you don't have an AMBILIGHT TV, there are 2 ways of getting AMBILIGHT. You can either use this, which is a sync box, so it captures an HDMI signal from your set-top box, your games console or whatever, and will decide what that is, and then give you the AMBILIGHT. You can have it built into the TV if you've got a Philips TV, or you can use the Govee camera. I don't know if there are any other camera systems available, which will basically sit a camera on top of your TV, look at the screen, and determine what the screen is doing from the camera, which is great if you don't use a set-top box. In this box, we have got a user manual, an HDMI cable, some more plastic. So this itself is the sync box. So that has an HDMI input, an HDMI output, and 2 USB cables for the LED strip. And I have obviously a power supply in. We've got 2 strips of LEDs, 48 LEDs per meter, USB 12 volt, 12 volt? 12 volt despite being a USB connection, how interesting. And we've got some corner pieces and some sticky pads for the LED strip to go into. Oh no, at the corners you just kind of twist it a little bit so it goes around the corner. And these corner pieces have got little angles so it kind of can curve up. And then of course we've got a power cable. So that is a very nice little box, a very nice little system. Keen to try that out. As for the Neo AMBILIGHT, it's a really cool, good bit of kit. You know, no complaints. If you don't have an AMBILIGHT TV, it is very good. The pixels dim in kind of batches of 3, so it's not quite as precise potentially as a real AMBILIGHT, but considerably more precise than like a play bar. So no concerns with that. It is a little bit slow to respond, but not problematically slow. So you kind of, if there was a lightning flash, it would be afterwards, but it's almost like a second lightning flash. You know how the thunder happens and then the lightning? No. You know how the lightning happens and then the thunder, and then this would happen kind of with the thunder, which is a bit, you know, weird, but you don't notice it whilst you're watching normal TV. It's annoying that you can't use the app or Alexa for that matter to turn them onto a solid colour. You can control the brightness through the app. I think about 60% is a good brightness to have these on to get an AMBILIGHT feel rather than it dominating the screen. But you can't just have a background colour, which is a shame. Now the big issue that I have run into with it is HDCP 2.2. Now this is a piracy encoding what's-it to stop people copying streams. Which is obviously what the thing is doing, although it's not obviously doing it for pirating reasons, it's doing it to tell the LEDs what to do. Which means that if you've got HDCP 2.2 compliant devices, then it will just pop up with an error saying it won't work. HDCP 2.2 is only applicable on 4K. This runs on 4K at 30 frames per second. So if you downscale to 1080p, then it works fine and you have no problems and it's great. If you do want it at 4K, then you need to somehow strip the HDCP protocol. Or if you can find like a splitter that will split off, so you send a 1080p signal to the Neo box and a 4K split video to your screen, then that would work, potentially. But just putting it in line doesn't work if you've got kind of the latest kit. And then in this box, we have got a WEEYLITE WE9 RGB LED light ring. More plastic, more plastic, more plastic. So I'm not sure what's smart about it. Ooh, but it's battery powered. How exciting! Well, that's lucky. It only goes up to... Oh dear. So I think let's get me go up to 10%. I imagine that's because I'm on battery mode and I don't have much battery built in. Yeah, so their battery. All good. In this box, we've also got a micro USB cable, a tripod with a pole. So it's either it's tripod or it's a tripod that extends. There you go, a little tripod. More plastic. We've got a little ball mount, and we've got a phone holder neck, gooseneck situation with a little shoe to fit into there. We end up with a little phone in a swivel thing with a ring light and a little tripod-y thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't have enough battery. But we'll try that out and see what it's like. I'm not a huge fan of this tripod so far. It's quite... I don't think it's meant to do that. Well, we'll give it a go, won't we? Now, the WEEYLITE. The WEEYLITE is a very bright light. You can see it here, actually, with the purple light here. And I really like it. It's bright, it's very well saturated. The battery isn't great on it. I'm not sure quite how long it lasts, but it doesn't last long. I wouldn't recommend relying on it on battery. It's a nice kind of thing to have, but yeah, I wouldn't take it, without a backup. And the tripod it came with, this thing, is so flimsy. It's cool, but like that's not going to hold anything sturdily. So there we have it. Another selection of gifts, unboxed, set up, tested and reviewed for you. If you'd ever like to see more content on any of the things that I unbox in these videos, then please do let me know below and I can do a full tutorial review for you. But generally speaking, I like to do them in groups so you can kind of get an overview of a lot of things in one go. And if there is something worthwhile, then I will put it into another video. So there we go, a humidifier, a camera, an AMBILIGHT system, some bulbs and a light, unboxed and reviewed for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and click the bell icon to find out more about my smart tech and how you can build yourself the ultimate smart home.